What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at Marvel Snap. I did make a video about a week ago and I finished pull 1. Right now I am in pull 2 at 238 card collection level. I've gotten about, I think, 3 cards from pull 2. And I just wanted to go over how I got through pull 1 in pretty much a week. The main thing that I would say is you would have to use a bunch of different cards and upgrade whatever cards you get. So when I first started out, I used pretty much all the cards. Whatever cards I could get my hand on, I would use that. And I would upgrade anything that was in my deck. Towards the end of pull 1, I just started using these two as my main deck and upgrading them whenever possible. So as you can see, most of my cards are pretty much at least blue. I do have some legendary cards. I think it's pretty important to upgrade the cards that you use most often, especially towards the end of pull 1, just so you don't have a bunch of cards from uncommon to rare. So from upgrading this to an uncommon, you would only get 1 level, and from uncommon to rare, you only get 2 levels. Once you pass pretty much most of pull 1, you should aim to get the main cards that you use up to legendary, since you get more levels per upgrade when you do that. Or as you saw last Marvel Snap video, I didn't have Deadlock, which was one of the main cards that I was looking for. Sabretooth, which is in pull 2, so you can't really get that in pull 1. And Squirrel Girl, which I got a lot later. These, I think, make a pretty good death deck or destroy deck. So yeah, we'll go look at that in combat later on in pull 2. But I would say that I enjoyed using this deck the most. I also made a discard deck. The main purpose is to kill Apocalypse or discard Apocalypse as much as possible in order to get him to as high of a power you can. If you were able to do it at least twice, you would have a 16 power Apocalypse, which can pretty much take over any spot. And these discard cards are also pretty high level, especially Swordmaster and Lady Sif. They're 6 and 4 power. I would say use whatever deck that you like and you feel most comfortable with, but overall, I do think these two are pretty much the best in pull 1. So if you do want to see the death deck that I used, you can look at the last video. Okay, so in turn 1, we are versus Adam. Usually I save Elektra for when they actually have a card on the board that I can use her ability for. Let's go in the middle, and they will play a Nova. They may have a destroy deck or something to destroy the Nova in order to get a power up. We should play Angela and just start giving her more power as we go. She has Agent 13. I do want this card. I don't have this card yet, but her ability is pretty cool. You pretty much just get a random card. It doesn't have to be a card that you have or already own, but it can be any card. So it's pretty much like the X Mansion. Let's play that. We destroy the Bucky Barnes. That is really good because they have a Mysterio. As you play illusions to other location, disguise this as an illusion until the end of the game. And I got a Nightcrawler. Not so good. So as I was saying, Bucky Barnes is really good for a destroy deck. We should probably hopefully kill Nova. And we want to play this card over here. Yeah, so they do have a destroy deck. And I kind of wasted Elektra since I'm not going first. But yes, that is good. We take out the Apocalypse, which gives us a 12 card Apocalypse. We want to use Blade and hopefully get Apocalypse. We can play Wolverine. So we will get Apocalypse down to 16 power, or up to 16 power. So we do have a location that we can win pretty easily. They play a 8 level Apocalypse, which is good for us. I think this game is pretty much set in stone. We're gonna take over this spot. And we can leave Nightcrawler there. Yep, that's pretty much game. We for sure have the middle spot. They can still take over the X Mansion, but they don't. Instead, they go to the left. Which means that we win this game pretty easily. So that is the destroy deck. So that is the discard deck. I hope you enjoyed that deck. It's pretty easy to use. You really want Apocalypse in your starting hand. Otherwise, it doesn't work as well. You're only gonna have cards that won't win a position on its own. So this is my updated destroy deck. And we get Angel in our starting hand, which is not really that great. We would want to have another card so we can destroy and then get Angel from our deck into the field. Sunspot is in pull 2 and is an amazing card. Since his power goes up with every unspent energy. These squirrels isn't that great. Having these squirrels on the field isn't great since now we can't really do anything. Since we need a Nova and we don't have a Nova in our hand, let's play Wolverine on the right. So we definitely want to fill this location up. We could just put Mr. Sinister on this location, but I think we're going to do Sabretooth, then Carnage, and take out the entire field right here. Then Wolverine will come back, and then Sabretooth will be in our hand. If anything, we can just play Deathlock and just destroy everything on that field. The same effect will be, where we will have both Wolverine and Sabretooth. They have a Bucky Barnes, which means that they probably have a Carnage as well. And that is completely ruined, so we don't really need that. We can just Carnage that, and then we have the position open again. Yeah, so right now my main goal is to get a Bucky Barnes in our deck because of his amazing ability of being destroyed and then getting a, what was it? A 2 cost card, but 6 power. We do get a Nova, which we can probably just play Sabretooth on this side. Play Sabretooth on the right, have Nova, then Deathlock, which will activate his ability. So yeah, that's great for us. So Nova will explode and give a boost to everybody on the field. And that's an Iron Man. That's fine, we're not gonna have the left side, but we can take over the right and middle. I think having America Chavez in the middle will guarantee that we have both locations. Let's see what they do. And they aren't playing. So yeah, Sunspot is also a really cool card that I really want. Okay, they play Apocalypse in the middle, so we win this pretty easily. So I hope you guys like both decks. Those are pretty much the two that I use constantly, and I'm gonna be upgrading it as I get more cards in Pool 2. So yeah, this is pretty much my death deck currently, and my discard, the two decks that I use constantly. I hope this video has been informative. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.